Welcome to the second video in my series documenting the launch of my new AI marketing and AI training company. You're not going to want to miss this video. I'm going to share the entire first month. I'm going to share the successes, the failures, how much money I made, what I'm doing, the mental health journey that goes with that. We're going to be talking a bit about the Liver King's epic meltdown, if you're not familiar with what's going on there and how it pertains to this new AI generation, how I got hit up by a recruiter for a job and my experience with that, and some other things. So let's talk about it.
Welcome to the AI for Everyone Daily Brief.
And it is Saturday, and I'm trying to work on a little bit of work-life balance, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video as I'm running a few errands. I'm running out to get coffee because when you launch a company, coffee is mandatory. So come with me. The whole month has definitely been a roller coaster. If you saw my earlier video, this company was supposed to be 4 people. It ended up being just me. I'll share that video right here. You want to click up there for that. But I decided to make a training video, or a video in general, every day, every business day for the entire month of June, for 30 days. And I accomplished that, and I'm very proud of that, and I think you're going to really, I'm going to show you the stats and the analytics behind that. It really was beneficial. But through that process, oh my gosh, there are days when it goes very well and you're on top of the world, and then other days where you get no views and no likes and no comments, and it really tears apart your soul. If anybody who is doing video or running a YouTube channel out there, then you totally know what I'm talking about. You start getting sucked into all the videos of how to optimize your channel, how to do things better, what other people are doing, and then you get sucked into the videos of people saying they're making $50,000 a day in their sleep using AI and automation and all those kind of things. But I can tell you, and I'm not here to call anybody a liar or a fraud or anything like that, but I can tell you most AI is not ready for prime time yet. It's getting there. It's getting closer. I think that ChatGPT 5 is really going to make a difference, and it's going to be launching here, I believe, in a few weeks. So very excited to see what happens with that. I'm just going to give you my personal experience, and look, I've got 20 plus years in marketing. I've been in tech for basically that whole time in some form. I've been an early adopter basically my whole life, and I might not be the greatest businessman or the smartest guy out there, but I work really hard. I say what I do what I say, and that's what this video is all about. So let's take a look at this journey and where we're at right now. So let's talk a little bit about the analytics and the successes behind that. I did 3 full-blown presentations. I did 1 paid workshop. I had 2 coffee meetings average per week and 1 lunch meeting. So I consider that a success. We did our video every single day, and I'll share the true analytics here in a minute, but we had a video with 40,000 views. We got monetized on YouTube, so that's very exciting. What that takes is over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and that's the hard one to get, but we got it this month, so that's very exciting. We had TikTok videos blow up, and we also had a few that got hardly no views on YouTube and TikTok, so that's very interesting. I was on LinkedIn, 3 posts every single business day, and LinkedIn is a different animal because I'm getting no engagement hardly at all on LinkedIn, but yet every time I go out, I see somebody tells me that they see my content, that it's good. Now that keeps me going, but that rolls me into the Liver King issue, because I think we need to talk about that, because it is a classic case of mental health and emotional awareness and emotional intelligence and all those type of things, and we really need to talk about that. Okay, so how does the Liver King play into this? Well, it is it's something really interesting. I don't want to say great, but interesting to watch from a mental health perspective. If you're not familiar with his story, this is a gentleman who apparently became very wealthy through the health and wellness industry. He hired a social media company basically to manufacture an image. Now, it was easy to do because, as you'll see from some of these videos, he's a very over-the-top personality. Very big man. Well, massive success. He had a tagline, "Liver is king," and he always walked around with no shirt on, very cut, this kind of primal hat. He called his fans primals, and he sold more supplements. So a massive success. So he's selling this primal lifestyle of eating liver, raw liver, meat, no other things at all, right? All natural things. And he swore up and down that he wasn't taking steroids. Well, over time, the truth came out, and he was taking, listen to this, $10,000 a month in steroids. I mean, insane. So as you can imagine, as this comes out, his empire crumbles. It went from about 80% positive to now 80% negative. And it took a toll on him. Just last month, about a month or two ago, a Netflix documentary series came out on him, kind of exposing and telling the whole story. Now, he did come out and apologize, but the public didn't buy his apology and all those kind of things. Joe Rogan called him out, and Joe Rogan was one of the producers, apparently, of this Netflix show. So over the last week, the Liver King online has been in one of those full Charlie Sheen meets Britney Spears meltdowns, and he's doing videos almost every day on his TikTok, on his Instagram, and wherever he is on socials.
Then you can worry about me. This week you probably might need to worry about me. Probably need to worry about Joe Rogan more. Probably need to worry about other things, but.
And it's been a meltdown for the ages. So much so that he's just doing these videos. He looks homeless now. He looks like he's aged 20 years in the last couple of years now, or year. And it just doesn't look good. So much so that he went to Austin, challenging Joe Rogan to a fight.
At 7 p.m. every day, we'll be at the Capitol where they make laws. Rogan versus Liver King. Yeah. I don't know if you might know who I am. You might not. It doesn't really matter, the name, but it's Liver King. I'm picking a fight.
He got arrested on terroristic threat charges. He was put in jail. He was let out in 24 hours. Now he is back home, and he's still making videos at the time that I'm recording this, and these are very meltdown style videos. So my point with this is simply that when I look at my videos now and I see one that doesn't get any traction or any engagement or whatever, and it's impacting my mental health in some way, right? It upsets me, or it makes me feel bad or sad or like a failure or whatever that is. And I know any of you out there doing video, you're going to feel this exact same way. I just look at Liver King and I'm like, dude, is it worth it? Like, I'm making content because I love it. I'm making content because I want to help people. I'm making content because I do want to be authentic and transparent with people. And if that doesn't click immediately, well, so be it. I'm going to put in the reps. I'm going to document this. I'm going to share this. And that's what it's all about. Or in his case, it really is this attention seeking, this need to be accepted, this need to be the man, or whatever that is for him. And I'm not here to judge him. I hope he absolutely gets the mental health help that he needs, and he gets his life back on track, because he has been an immense success. But this need for this social media has just been insane. So my point with all that is, when it comes now to AI, it's going to expand that, because AI is going to take more attention from humans, AI avatars and AI training, and AI is coming after all of our jobs and all of those things. And it's going to really hurt us in the sense of our mental health and our feeling of self-worth and the contributions that we give to the world. But understand, there's going to be a counter movement that, yes, we can use these tools, but as long as we're guiding the intent of the tools, we own the tools, we're making sure that we're amplifying who we are through the tools and not letting the tools rule and run us, you're going to be just fine. That's the key. It's going to be the lazy people that are using it for other reasons, to replace themselves or to use it to make themselves look so much better or smarter than they really are. I think those are the people that are going to fail. Because for me, AI is not a shortcut. AI makes work easier, it makes me more creative, but I still have to put in the work every day. I still have to put in the reps. I still need to do these videos. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Look, I know in time, if it's meant to be, we're going to build a nice tribe here. If it's not, I'm just going to have a blast doing it the whole way. And I highly recommend that you do the same thing. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit now. So let's go back to the studio and I'll get you the analytics for this month, because I think some of them are going to surprise you.
All right, we'll do a kitchen table talk here today. Okay, so my goal for the month was 300 pieces of content, and we achieved that. On YouTube, I did 25. This is the 25th long form video, 72 YouTube shorts, and I'll still do at least probably 2 or 3 more today. So we'll be at 75. On TikTok, we did 86 TikToks. So we'll probably be at 90 by the time that I'm done shooting this. On LinkedIn, I did 20 LinkedIn newsletters. That's one for every business day. 27 LinkedIn videos that I shared, 4 live events, webinars, so 1 a week, 3 carousels. I experimented a bit with carousels, and 15 image posts. And then I went over to Instagram, and I'm not really focused over there, but the shorts just go over there. So 70 were posted over on Instagram. So that's a total of 322 pieces of content. Like I said, by the time I'm done with this, I'll probably be around 330 pieces of content. So now let's go over to the analytics, because YouTube is really the one that I'm majorly focused on here. And we can take a look at the analytics. So as we go in here, you will see that in views, this is total 163,800 views. Watch time was 4,700 watch time hours. The goal is 4,000 watch time hours to get monetized. So we blew that out of the water. I added 1,100 plus subscribers for this month. And because we got monetized towards the end of the month, we actually made some money. So $21.27. So that's pretty amazing. Now let's move over to TikTok. So for the last 28 days, we got 845,000 post views, 8,375 profile views, 48,000 likes, 1,182 comments, 3,713 shares, and we're not monetized there yet, or at least I haven't put anything in to do that. But you can see those numbers, when you commit and you put it out there, it's pretty exciting. It's pretty fun. Now, the struggle for me has been LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is really where I initially wanted to put all of my time. That's where the prospects are. That's where future clients are. But I can tell you, it has been a complete struggle for me over there, because I'm not getting a lot of likes, engagement. I've got 4 or 5 people. Thank you so much to those 4 or 5 people who like, comment, and share. But it is very frustrating. And the reason why I talked about mental health in this whole thing is you put all this work into your posts, and you get that one platform or that one piece of content that you really thought would hit, and you put so much work into it. And of course, with everything I'm doing, I'm putting all my heart and soul into it. I wake up every morning excited to do this content. I believe in what I'm doing. I know how important it is for everybody as this AI world continues to move forward. I don't want anybody to get left behind. So I'm trying to do a good mix of news and trainings and warnings and what's going on out there, things that we need to be aware of. I really want to start putting a focus next month a little bit heavy on emotional intelligence, the importance of soft skills and self-awareness. I want to do more trainings on how to use some of these tools and the evolution of some of these tools. And as always, what to look out for, because we're going to have deep fakes and voice synthesis and all those things that we need to watch out for, not only for what we consume, but also for what we create. And then reputation management. If other people do things or say things. Maybe they're going to use our image, our voice, and we have to be aware of that as leaders, as CEOs, as marketing professionals, as whoever that is. We're going to have to watch that like a hawk. Oh, and one more thing, I didn't touch on this. So I made a total of $2,600 in revenue for this month. I'm very proud of that because, again, it's 30 days. I'm coming out of the nonprofit world back into the for-profit world. It happened kind of abruptly. That's a story for another day on what happened. But yeah, so I'm happy. I'm in the positive because I spent no money on marketing other than everything I've done has been organic at this point. The only money that I've spent are on the AI tools that I use. So that might be $150. Well, I guess it would be more than that with VO, probably about $350 a month on tools. So let's just say we're up a profit of over $2,000 for the first month. Now, here's something interesting that happened. I had a recruiter reach out to me. He's actually a friend of mine who said, I have the perfect position for you, that somebody reached out needing a CMO that's very AI forward. Now, even though I just launched a new company, I'm open for any and all opportunities because AI is moving so quickly. I don't really know where I'm going to end up in this mix. Just like you, I'm trying to keep up with this tsunami of progress that's happening right now. But he asked me for a resume. I have never done a resume in my entire working career. I've either gotten a job because of a referral, somebody I knew, or, most of my clients have come from my marketing or from word of mouth. I've never, ever done a resume. So this was a first time experience for me. Now, I don't know best practices in 2025. So I did what you would expect me to do. I just pulled my LinkedIn, I threw it in ChatGPT, I created a resume off that. I went in, I think Canva kind of made it look fairly pretty, I guess, but not over the top type of thing, and sent that over. So he said it was good. I don't know. But I also sent over a little mini pitch deck of my accomplishments over the last 2 years because that's more my style. So we'll see what happens with that. It looks like a pretty cool potential opportunity there. And like I said, I'm open for anything and everything right now because anybody that knows where they're going to be in a couple of years, I'm going to tell you, you're crazy because the world is going to change at a pace like you have never seen. So be open for every opportunity. But the number one piece of advice I'm going to give anybody right now that's in business, CEO, executive, founder, startup, you started a company 5 years ago or yesterday, is this: learn as much about AI as you possibly can, focus on your soft skills, maintain very healthy mental health. You do not want to be a liver king. Okay. But understand, you're going to have high, low, lows. It's going to happen. This month has been as high and low as I can even imagine. But I shared with you the analytics. You can see that hard work is paying off, and that is only 1 month worth of content. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Watch my training videos. You're going to see how I do all of this as we move forward. And I'm always here to help you. So, well, that's it for me today. My name is Harrison Painter. This has been, well, this isn't a daily brief. This is my founders documentation. I don't know what we're going to call this, but until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and as always, keep up. God bless you.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed. One more spark for the plans you've made. If this show hit, go share the vibe. Like, subscribe, let's build this tribe. Been blazing trails, now I'm building